The boxing world remains abuzz with speculation about the next steps for two of the sport's most compelling figures, Oleksandr Usyk, the undefeated cruiserweight-turned-heavyweight champion, and Manny Pacquiao, the legendary Filipino icon whose career has spanned decades and multiple weight divisions. As fans and analysts weigh in, the paths for these fighters appear both challenging and tantalizing, reflecting a mix of opportunity, legacy, and risk. Oleksandr Usyk, navigating the heavyweight landscape. Usyk, who made a sensational transition from cruiserweight to heavyweight, has quickly established himself as one of the top fighters in his division. Following his impressive victories, including the historic win over Anthony Joshua that secured him the unified heavyweight titles, Usyk now finds himself in a position of both influence and responsibility in the heavyweight landscape. The immediate question surrounding Usyk is whether he will pursue mandatory defenses, voluntary bouts, or potential super fights that could define his legacy. The WBA, WBO, and IBF title holders have mandatory challenges lined up, which may influence his next fight. There is also growing chatter about a rematch with Joshua, who is still regarded as one of the most formidable heavyweights of the era. Given their previous competitive encounters, a rematch could deliver high drama and financial reward, but also carries inherent risk. Another potential avenue is a clash with Tyson Fury, the WBC champion. While negotiations and promotional politics have complicated such a fight, the allure of a unification bout between Usyk and Fury is undeniable. It would arguably be one of the biggest heavyweight matchups in recent history, drawing fans across the globe. Usyk's technical prowess and movement contrast sharply with Fury's size and unorthodox style, promising an intriguing stylistic battle. However, Usyk's strategy seems to favor calculated risk. His team has emphasized that he is committed to smart career decisions, ensuring both competitive legitimacy and long-term legacy. Whether that path includes a mega fight, mandatory defense, or a stay-busy matchup, the Ukrainian champion is likely to remain at the top of boxing headlines throughout the year. Manny Pacquiao, the twilight of a storied career. For Manny Pacquiao, the landscape is far more personal and reflective. After decades at the pinnacle of boxing, Pacquiao has repeatedly hinted at retirement, though he has yet to make a formal announcement. His last notable bouts have been a mix of competitive challenges and legacy-defining moments, including the highly publicized matchups against Yordanis Ugas and Mario Barrios, the latter ending in a draw that left fans debating his current standing. Pacquiao has been clear that his motivation is no longer purely financial or career-driven. Instead, it is rooted in passion, personal fulfillment, and the desire to inspire the next generation. He has expressed interest in potentially facing fighters like Conor McGregor, should the circumstances align, highlighting his enduring spirit and willingness to challenge himself even in the twilight of his career. The tricky balance for Pacquiao lies in maintaining his legacy without risking the physical toll that comes with high-stakes fights. While fans may clamor for one more blockbuster matchup, the reality of age, wear and tear, and the cumulative impact of decades in the ring must be considered. Many expect that Pacquiao may opt for exhibition-style fights or strategically chosen opponents that allow him to exit on his own terms, preserving the aura that has defined his career. Comparing trajectories, youth versus legacy. The contrast between Usyk and Pacquiao is stark but instructive. Usyk represents a modern, highly skilled athlete navigating the complexities of heavyweight boxing with ambition and strategic foresight. He is at the peak of his powers, with opportunities for legacy-defining bouts that could cement his status as one of the all-time greats in his division. Pacquiao, on the other hand, embodies the rich history of boxing, a fighter whose career spans eras and weight classes. His decisions are increasingly influenced by personal fulfillment and the desire to conclude a storied journey with dignity. For fans, this juxtaposition underscores the beauty of boxing. The sport thrives on both the rise of new champions and the farewell of legends. What fans can expect? In the coming months, fans can anticipate a mix of calculated maneuvering and legacy-driven storytelling. Usyk is expected to carefully weigh his options, potentially moving toward a high-profile unification or rematch that elevates him further. Pacquiao, meanwhile, may select one final dance in the ring, whether competitive or exhibition, to celebrate his career, inspire fans, and perhaps even transition into broader endeavors, including politics, philanthropy, or mentorship. Ultimately, the trajectories of these two fighters highlight the multifaceted nature of boxing. Usyk is building the foundation of a dominant era at heavyweight, while Pacquiao is crafting the closing chapters of a legendary narrative. Both paths command attention, respect, and speculation, ensuring that the midweek mailbag remains a hub for lively debate and passionate discussion. Fans and analysts alike will continue to monitor developments closely, from contractual negotiations to potential matchups, keeping the sport's vibrant energy alive. One thing is certain: whether through explosive heavyweight showdowns or the farewell bouts of a Filipino icon, boxing in 2025 promises moments of drama, skill, and unforgettable storytelling.